Hey everyone, so I just did a new project for my 04 STi. Been working on the engine a lot, getting the thing to put out some good numbers on the dyno. You know, bigger turbo, front mount intercooler, all the good stuff. Built engine, upgraded 1000cc injectors, you name it. But I wanted to do something a little bit more from an appearance perspective, and I was messing around a little bit with some carbon fiber wrap, and so I want to show you kind of what I was thinking, and this is what my end results were. I'm going to do Fender Flares all the way around, but I wanted to show you the completed side and then show you a little bit of what goes into getting it to look something like this. Now the little bolts that I have in there, I'm thinking I might paint those black. I might leave them as is. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll figure it out as we go, I suppose. But I should be able to fit some much fatter tires underneath here. Should be able to get probably 10 to 11 inch in width for the tires, depending on what I want to do. But I figured before I continue, kind of wanted to show you what kind of goes into it. So you got to kind of mask everything off on the car itself, and then you got to cut some of the fender itself, which is the scary part. You can actually do it yourself. You just got to get the balls and just go and do it. So I'm kind of in the middle of it, as you can see. But I wanted to kind of show you what it looks like before you go. So you mark out where it needs to go first. Leave it on, then you kind of get the idea, kind of taking a measurement off the tire, kind of evenly through, and you end up cutting it off. I use something like this here. If you could use a jigsaw, or you could use a sawzall. I wouldn't use a sawzall, that'd probably be a little dangerous, but just a simple craftsman's tool here that can do it for you. Yeah, so anyways, make sure you get a metal blade for it. Anyways, and then this is what I'm using to fasten them. I mean, they're simple wall anchors for now. You can pick these up at any hardware store. There's probably a bunch of other ways to do this, but this is what I figured I would use for now, and then I can always change it as I go. I'm also using some type of epoxy that kind of helps hold it. It's just a putty that you squeeze, put it into place, and then it hardens. That's not needed for this section here, but what is pretty difficult is the door part here, because there's no real way to get a bolt in there to hold anything, or a screw to get in there, or whatever you would like to use if you're going against a flat sheet metal part or metal. So you got to figure out another way to do it, and what I was using was that type of epoxy. And obviously what I do here is I mark the side here with the tape on the outside. I put the piece back on, and then I use some double-sided tape to hold it, and then I start putting it together right through here. And it actually worked out fairly well on the other side. I'll show it again. So it worked out fairly good. I got some double-sided tape in there for extra stuff. That's not what's really holding it. You can see the epoxy stuff that's in through here, and it's all the way up the seam, and it doesn't move at all. So that worked out well. Anyways, so then I have the next fender to do. Then I'm going to join on the front. That's going to be a different venture, so I'll put that together later. But just a quick tip on how to do it yourself Fender Flares. Thanks. I did this on a few other sections already, but I wanted to show you what it's like when you actually cut it. The scary part. Safety first, of course. After you cut that piece off, you want to go back over this exposed part with some paint so it doesn't rust. And that's about it. I'm going to cut this little piece.